What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Welcome back to another live stream. In this live stream, we're going to talk about some things that are coming up, especially tonight and tomorrow night. If it's not cloudy in your location, the flooding still is going on up in the state of Washington. We're going to come back and take a look at the situation up there, the ongoing situation. As you can see, the sky atmospheric river is still pumping moisture into Canada, southern Canada, British Columbia, and of course the state of Washington, dipping down into Montana. Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see everybody here. Make sure you hit that like button before I forget to ask you guys to. It helps push the video out there a little bit farther. Look at the size of this thing. It is colossal. It looks almost identical to what it looked like yesterday. Still wreaking havoc along the Pacific Northwest and up in southern Canada. Roads closed, rivers out of their banks, evacuations underway. I mean, it is just one big mess up there. So hopefully things will get back to normal soon. Doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime in the very near future, as many rivers are still flooded. Not near as many as there were yesterday. Yesterday there were like 7 in the purple. The purple would be major flood stage. Today we're down to 5, which is an improvement from yesterday, but not completely out of the woods. They're dealing with power outages though today right here in Chelan County. 8% outage, 7,100 customers without power in central Washington right now as I do this video. And once again, the situation up there is improving, but it hasn't improved a whole lot. Historic floods, from what I understand and have seen, homes have been washed away. Obviously, roads have been covered, closed. Historic flooding still underway, and you can see right there that article showing the atmospheric river still coming in. It's basically the same thing as yesterday, guys, with a little bit of improving. So hopefully, again, things will get better before they get worse. Got a lot of things to share with you guys in this video. Earth is indeed diving into a large debris field. And yes, people are starting to notice. I follow the American Meteor Society for years, and I've seen just in the last 5 days, over 600 people report seeing very dramatic high-speed, large fireballs in the sky. A large one here spotted above America, covered 6 states, or at least people reported from 6 different states, over 900 miles apart, reported seeing this bright green. Some were calling it green, some were calling it blue, depending on, I guess, where you were. Some were calling it red. I mean, a variety of different colors, but it was a dazzler. And that was once again over here at spaceweather.com. Here's the reports. 213 reports came in. Also another one from the other side of the world we're going to talk about, respectively, on the nights of the 8th and the 9th, as Earth is diving deeper and deeper into a debris field of a rock comet. Ledyon 26 out of Fort Worth, Texas right there. Check that out. This was spotted in Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. Where else was it spotted from? I believe Arkansas, New Mexico. Here's Mabank, Texas. Look at that one there. Big bright green tail. Tom Manchester. Just a couple of videos that were sent in to the American Meteor Society, but this once again was witnessed by, well, thousands of people, but 213 people had the presence of mind to report their sighting to the American Meteor Society, and that helps. I mean, we kind of have an idea what's going on out there. Here's another incident that occurred the night before over in Italy. Check this out. 404 reports. The purple circles you see right there, people heard sonic booms, they saw fragmentation, another large-scale event, and they actually had this one clocked at moving over 19,330 kilometers per second. I mean, that thing was moving very, very fast. Witnessed once again, probably by thousands, but 400 plus people reported this one here to the American Meteor Society. So good job, guys. Keep up the great work. Now, regarding this dense debris field, let me show you something. I started the video off with this right here. This is a still image from the Soho Lasco C2. This is debris that went in front of the spacecraft, between the spacecraft and the moon. This is just a 1-second grab, so you know this was going on for several minutes because there's 12 minutes between each image that this satellite takes. This was one of the 12 images. There's 5 images per hour. This was one of the 5. Look at that. That is a very thick, dense debris field. In fact, we can go there. Right here, watch it. You'll see it over here on the right. Right in, there was one. There was actually 2 debris fields coming up right there. See it? That happened, I think, just after, right before midnight, right there, right at midnight, universal time. But there's the debris field on the SOHO LASCO C3 instrument. And there was a big old filament that fell off the southeastern limb of the sun. Check that out. Isn't that wild? Since we're here, I mean, that's been doing that on both limbs of the sun, the eastern and western limb of the sun. So the sun is quieted down because the sunspots have turned away from the earth. But all in all, it's still pretty active. Tonight, here's what you can do. No matter where you're at, especially in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere as well, go outside after dark. That's what's cool about this meteor shower. It's the Geminid meteor shower, courtesy of the rock asteroid comet. It's a hybrid comet that's in the solar system. We're in the tail of this thing right now. We're entering the tail, known as 3200 Python right there. It's a big gnarly rock that leaves behind a very dusty, dirty trail. Well, check this out. According to the American Meteor Society, this is one of the better ones of 2025. And if you can have clear skies tonight, right after dark, that's what's good about this when you don't have to wait until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You can if you want to, but right after dark, go outside and start looking up, primarily in an easterly direction. And here's the thing. Tonight, you might be able to see up to between, like, say, I don't know, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night, you could see up to 30 per hour. Between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, maximum is going to be reaching maximum near 2 a.m. You can expect to see possibly 60 per hour. Now, that's worth staying up for, if in fact it materializes. So tonight it's going to be 75% peak activity. And that's according to this article over at spaceweather.com. The best meteor shower of 2025 peaks this weekend actually starts tonight after midnight. Actually before midnight, but it'll start peaking after midnight and then again tomorrow night as Earth passes through a stream of debris from rock comet 3200 Python. Forecasters expect dozens of bright Geminids per hour during the nights of December 12th and 13th. That's tonight, 75% peak, and December 13th and 14th. That's the peak night. That would be tomorrow night. No matter where you live, the best time to look is between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And you can start looking before that because there'll be some before that. This is one of my favorite ones of the year. I will be checking this out myself. This one here almost always produces. Now, will it reach maximum, 30 to 60 per hour? It can. Very easily it can. And based off of what we're seeing over here at the American Meteor Society, there's some big ones coming in the atmosphere already. And I'm almost 99% confident these are strays or bigger ones that are trailing the debris field of 3200 Python, the rock comet. That's probably what we're seeing entering the atmosphere, or what people are seeing. And these are just the ones that have been reported. This doesn't count the ones that haven't been reported. So yeah, you guys could see quite a show tonight. So make sure you step outside and take a look at the nighttime sky if it's not cloudy in your location. You might see a good show tonight, for real. If not tonight, if you can't do it tonight, then check it out tomorrow night. Here's a look at Mount Kilauea today. All quiet, just a little bit of slow rolling steam coming out of the summit of Mount Kilauea. It's been throwing a fit this week off and on, but the last couple of days it's been very quiet. The sun's quieting down as the sun's spots are turning away from the earth. We can look at the sun over here at spaceweather.com. Here's the sun. You can see the sunspots are almost disconnected from the earth. Once they turn just a little bit farther, those ones that were they were hyperactive on the backside of the sun, they got quiet on the Earth-facing side of the sun. But yeah, they're turning away from the Earth literally right now as I do this video. There's been a small geomagnetic storm. I think it was a G1 right there. Yeah, G1 kind of pushed the Ovation Prime down just a little bit, but don't expect to see auroras deep down in the United States tonight because it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, more stray activity from a co-rotating region. And there's also a large coronal hole. It's kind of got an odd shape, but it's got two equatorial features. This one over here on the left and one over here on the right. So this thing seems to be growing exponentially. I reported on this a couple of days ago, and it was about half this big. So the coronal hole that's facing the Earth is getting bigger and bigger. So the stream of wind coming from that coronal hole should reach the Earth sometime in the next 36 to 48 hours, potentially. And that one there doesn't look like it is going to miss. I want to show you guys something that was, speaking of the geomagnetic storm, this was sent in by Iris out of Iceland. Iris is the sky watcher over there. She keeps us informed. This is from the night of the 11th. Beautiful green auroras dip down into Iceland, and this is no stranger to auroras. What's up, one of mine rocks? Merry Christmas. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, the holidays are right around the corner. Iris keeps an eye on the skies over there in Iceland for us and does a great job sending in photos and videos of the aurora activity that they see over there quite often. I want to show you guys something, and maybe you guys have seen this as well. Those of you that live in the Central Plains, maybe Oklahoma. What's going on with the rocket launches in Oklahoma? Is this something new? Check this out. Okay, here's a video that was sent in. They wish to remain anonymous. They were driving down the highway on the night of the 10th. I've gotten multiple videos from multiple people, once again in the Oklahoma City area and north central Texas. Check this out. This is some sort of a rocket launch, I think. Maybe you guys can...
Yeah, so I said, never mind, the closer I'm getting to it.
These people were kind of tripping out as they were driving, and then all of a sudden this thing does what looks like a fuel dump. I see these often near the coast of Texas, not necessarily inland over Oklahoma. Watch, you're going to see it shoot out that familiar big, looks like a smoke ring of vapor right there. See it right there?
Bruh. That mug just pushed something out. I just seen that.
He just said, there were two people in the car, and he just said that just pushed something out. And they were talking about that vapor ring that we've seen. Is that something that re-entered the atmosphere? And it was just simply doing a fuel dump, and it just so happened to be over Oklahoma. Because I not only got one video from these folks here from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, I received 3 videos from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That was video number 1. Here's video number 2. This gentleman here, Chris Bray, was a little bit closer. Same night, Oklahoma City. He's not used to seeing things like that in the sky. Almost looks like one of those flying wings in the sky. But it had like a vapor field around it. Almost looked like 2 objects in the sky when he saw it. And again, this was above Oklahoma City. I also have a video out of Texas. But the first 3 that I'm going to share with you guys, Oklahoma City, Drew A. saw the same thing right over there. Anybody else see this? Less than 48 hours ago. More action in the sky. This has nothing to do with the debris field that we're diving into literally right now. They're probably already seeing meteors over in Europe and the United Kingdom and Scotland. Video number 4, also out of Oklahoma. Right there is when it was throwing the vapor trail out in a nice big old ring. So, don't know. There was some sort of a launch or something re-entering. It's difficult to say, but again, that one was Oklahoma. And here's the one, video 5, 300 miles away, down in Palestine, Texas. A different gentleman, Ryan. This was on a different night. 12/8. He looked off in the distance, and this thing looked like it was launching, going up, not coming into the atmosphere. but it also did the same thing. It did that little maneuver to where it threw that right there. See it? Threw that big vapor donut out into the sky. And this looked like it was accelerating, going up, not coming down. So not sure what people are seeing throughout the central plains of the United States. That was here recently. This one was from the night of the 8th. And the first 3 videos that you guys saw were from the night of the 10th. So a lot of activity going on in the skies, as you can clearly see from the activity on the maps over here at spaceweather.com. Action in the skies. Speaking of skies, we talked about the atmospheric river. Check this out. I got a video I want to share with you guys that was sent in by a young lady that stepped outside. This is an unedited video, by the way. Sent in by Rachel from Buckley, Washington, who's in the middle of the atmospheric river, and the river is going to be around a while. She stepped outside when she said it quit raining for about 1 to 2 minutes, and she took this video because she couldn't help but notice from the inside of her house how the sky was purple on the outside, taken in the middle of the huge atmospheric river. That's the atmospheric river right there. But for some reason, it was purple. She found that very odd, and it is odd. How about that? That's an unedited video, by the way. The only thing I did to it was put her name and location on it. She's right in here, tucked in the middle of that huge atmospheric river. Pineapple Express that's going to be around for at least a few more days. All right, guys, so once again, if you get a chance tonight, if it's not cloudy in your location, step outside. You've got an excellent chance to see this is probably the best meteor shower of the year. So again, if it's not cloudy, step outside and take full advantage of possibly, you could see some bigger ones, you know? You just never know. I think these were strays from the debris field that we're in right now. I'm pretty sure they are, because there's been an increase in meteor sightings the last few days, and it's no coincidence that we're diving into this debris field and people are starting to see debris. We're seeing debris on spacecraft, on the ground. So it's right at the front door here, and we're diving into it right now. So don't forget, tonight and tomorrow night. And the nice thing about this meteor shower, guys, it's early. You don't have to stay up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and wait till sunrise or pre-sunrise. This is right after dark. So step outside after dark. Here's what you do. Face east. You don't have to face east, but that's what I do. Face east and look up. Just look up. They can come in behind you from the west, but you're going to have better luck if you're looking towards the east and straight above your head. The Geminids are going to be above your head. They're going to come in from the way high up above you, but you're going to have better luck looking towards the east. So good luck, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn's a Star Family member. If you guys want to become Star Family members, the link down below in the description box is available to do so. Welcome, Star Family members. Every single live stream. All right, guys, good luck. I hope you guys see a lot of meteorites tonight. Remember, they're meteorites once they enter the atmosphere, meteors while they're outside of the atmosphere. But tonight's an excellent night to see possibly 30 to 60 per hour after dark, but primarily between, say, 9 and 2 a.m. in the morning. You could be in for quite a treat tonight. So hopefully you guys can get in on the action. Once again, if it's not too cloudy in your area. I know we're going to check it out here in Arizona. From what I understand, it's supposed to be clear and possibly skies loaded with meteorites. Once again, Geminid meteor shower just hours away. All right, guys. Hey, there's Jade Green. Stay warm and eyes to the skies. Have your cameras ready. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.